Grijalva of Arizona is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Slykeis, thank you for joining us today. All of you, thank you for joining us today to discuss the future of the American classroom. In my district, in Arizona, CD7, Pima Community College serves as a vital workforce pipeline, partnering with our K-12 districts and regional employers to provide job-aligned training. This is especially critical for our significant population of first-generation students. To build a strong school-to-career pipeline, we cannot have our K-12 students graduating as mere passive users of technology. They must enter a post-secondary education with critical AI literacy that is human-centered skills that translate directly into career success. Right now, most students can navigate AI with ease, while their teachers need support and training, so this conversation is very timely. It's imperative that teachers understand the capabilities, limitations, and the potential impact AI has on teacher-student learning. We must ensure that the tools being used to close the achievement gaps do not inadvertently compromise the privacy or future of the very students we're trying to uplift. As part of guardrail discussions, I have to include protections of intellectual property and potential copyright infringement. Furthermore, I say this as a member who also sits on the House Natural Resources Committee. We must be mindful of the environmental footprint of this growth in our desert communities, anywhere, but specifically in our desert communities, the ones that I represent, we must understand that water is a resource not to be wasted. We have to consider the immense energy and water these systems consume and must demand sustainable alternatives that protect our environment just as we protect our classrooms. So with that, I would like to ask Dr. Slykeis, as an expert who helped develop the teacher-educator technology competencies, you understand that literacy is the foundation of career mobility. Beyond simply knowing how to operate a chat box like GPT or Claude, what does true AI literacy mean for a K-12 teacher in a classroom?
Thank you very much for the question. So the teacher-educator technology competencies that you reference are a series of essentially 12 statements with additional bullets on how teacher-educators need to model and demonstrate the use of technology for pre-service teachers so that they can then in turn be prepared to implement that technology in an effective way in their classroom. A couple of those, sorry, I referred to them as the TETCs instead of saying that, the teacher-educator technology competencies.
Like that.
A couple of them, that I just want to highlight in particular. One, number 9, is teacher-educators will address the legal, ethical, and socially responsible use of technology in education. So I think that speaks directly to what you were talking about. Teachers need to know and be taught, in colleges of teacher education, about some of the back end of this technology, what it is doing, how it is working, and and many of the issues that you spoke of.
Yeah, and so who is currently defining these standards? Is it tech vendors, district administration, policymakers, or the educators themselves? And how can Congress ensure these standards align with industry-recognized credentials that institutions like Pima Community College require for the workforce?
So I would say it's kind of a little bit of a wild, wild west on who's defining the standards right now. I think you have states like West Virginia who are taking the lead. They're defining what it's meaning for them. I think there's a great organization, ISTE, the International Society for Technology and Education, ISTE plus ASCD. They have a series of standards. They are defining. They're pretty widely adapted as well. But a lot of cases, you don't have state guidance, you don't have a professional organization like that, and there isn't any federal guidance coming right now. Again, the National Educational Technology Plan, which was put out by the OET, would have provided kind of a base framework for a lot of that work.
Yeah, thank you. As we push for integration, we know AI systems often train on student inputs, creating significant data privacy risks. What specific guardrails are needed to prevent the misuse of sensitive student data, and how are you seeing teachers navigate these privacy concerns in practice to protect their students?
Sure. So, as Mrs. Knox shared, I think when AI is designed specifically for schools, there is an absolute effort to close the box so that information is not going out and not being used to train the system. Magic School AI, I think, is another good example of this. I don't love that name because it implies that the AI is magic, and it's not. There's a real technology and system behind it. But that aside, but they also advertise that it is a very closed system, that data is not being used. The real danger lies in teachers who don't have the professional development, school districts that can't afford the Microsoft tools, the magic AI tools, who are just using the freely available AI tools on the internet. And when they're inputting things, that's when it really gets dangerous.
Yeah. Thank you for the extra time, and I yield back.